I tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all that searching led back to me. In someone's blood, someone's other love. My mother was the son I didn't the man without a plan. He shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. And now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. They're handing me the keys to the kingdom.
Ready to go? Here's the center field. Pete Crow Armstrong. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here in the home opener. Lockridge makes the catch, and there's one gone. So here's Horner now. On the ground, handled by Machado. Throw to first in time. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1. Cronenworth in plenty of time to first, and Tucker. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Leading up for the Padres, the center fielder.
Tap foul to play.
Merrill.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it. And there's one away. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis is so athletic. He probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And there's a strike. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's two out. Two down, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one ripped. Way back there. You can't just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Arise. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Justin Turner.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air on the infield. And there are 2 down. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swanson goes 6'1", 190 pounds. A former first-round pick back in 2015. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Diaz on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy, and Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
Line, and that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Anytime you rip
That's
a line
short
drive
stop.
the other way,
Denver.
you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bunted back towards the mound. Goes to third for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Inside. And that is ball 1. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Happ pulls it in on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Up the middle, and no one can get there. Here comes Cronenworth around third. The tag, and he's in there. It's 1-1.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Brandon Lockridge up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And a bunt right side. And a foul ball. And that is out of play.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. On to the 3rd inning. Now here is Carson Kelly. Cease back to work. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. And that skips in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Merrill makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And misses inside. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. In the dirt, ball 1.
1-0.
Foul ball there. The 1-1. Fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here comes Manny Machado. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Machado.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Swing and a chopper out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner.
Nico Hoerner.
Out to short. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 30.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Cease picks over. Hoerner back in on a dive. Tatis moving under this one. And there's 1 down. 1 for 1 with a single so far. 2 strikes. 1 ball. 1 strike. 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 1 ball Seiya Suzuki digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Moved to first. Horner back in on a dive.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner on the move. Pitch
1-1.
misses. Throw, and they got him. Right back to him on the mound. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom 4, so digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The batter, number 2.
It's Xander Bogaerts down.
Xander Bogaerts.
And that clips the inside corner.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next pitch is outside. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Next for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Up the middle, sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. New inning getting started, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Lockridge hauls it in for the out, and there's one down.
The third baseman.
Here's Turner now. First time up was a pop out. Turner, 40 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2006. And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Cronenworth throws on to first, and Swanson is set down, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Elias Diaz. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Padres looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Lockridge batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here is Jackson Merrill. There's one double play. What a twin killing. Top 6. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. Cease back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
And that one fouled off. Next offering down in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And there's a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One ball.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And takes low for ball one. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Here's Nico Hoerner, 1 for 2. Throw over to first, and he's back in on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Bottom of the 6th. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. In time to Bush, and they take care of Tatis for the out. The rise in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That to right. Tucker should have it. And it's caught for the out. Now Machado
Now
up here.
batting, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
And a swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Fires to the plate. Tries to get back and save.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right.
Brian Presley will take over.
Bogart. Now pitching.
Here's
for
Bogarts
Chicago.
now. That
Number
one misses.
55,
1-0.
Ryan Presley.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. High fly ball, shallow right field. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Nico Hoerner. On the ground to the left. Handled by Machado. The throw to first. And a quick out, number one. Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. 0-2 in this one.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Marinaccio.
Merrill in position. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First offering misses badly for ball one. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the DH for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. That one fouled off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Diaz swings through it for strike one. Out towards right center field, and it falls. Rowe holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. So digging in now for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Bunting, and he pops it up. 1 away. Jackson Merrill steps to the plate in a clutch situation. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, number 43.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
At the dish, looking to look the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And it's fouled off.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the ground to third, and that one finds its way through. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He'll score. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much.
That's strike 3, and the third. We go to the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch.
Now 50 for the Padres. Number 50.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
He's under it. Makes the catch for the out. And it'll bring up Justin Turner.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through that.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
And now 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Line to right, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swanson digs in. Merrill, long run into the gap. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the batter is Carson Kelly, known for his late inning heroics. Morhone throws over. Birdie back in and a dive.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
To first, and they've got him picked off. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Runner goes again. Pitch way inside. No throw. He's in there safely. And the tying run is now in scoring position. First and second, 2 outs. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Move to second. Birdie back in and a dive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Line drive. Bogarts sends it to first. Out number 3. Back here in San Diego, Manny Machado. Julian Merriweather into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
1 strike.
Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
0-2.
Struck him out swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Jake Cronenworth will hit next. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beans. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 75, Robert Suarez.
Foul. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Merrill racing into the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Not close with that one. 2-1. This could end it. Diaz down to first with it. In-time ball game, and the strikeout ends it.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the... Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh, yeah. I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with your fruit. Cherry tree, oh yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah. You keep me with a grip from ear to ear, always standing tall. If I could be just like you. Your fruit so right, sweet tree. Roots run deep, high up, but you never look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Cherry tree. I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb. What do we have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 106.
And the 0-1. That's a little bit low. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Hit on the ground to short. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Chapman over to first in time. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Christian Yelich.
Here's Yelich at the dish. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side, but it kicks foul. Ripped to short. Adames the throw to first. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill here today, Freddie Peralta.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Lamont Wade Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. And a pitch. And there's a ball.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is downstairs. Rips that one center field. Makes the grab, one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
One down, base is empty. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Goes down looking. Giants down in order. We played an inning, no score. Back here in San Francisco, second inning set to go, and now it's William Contreras. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Webb back to work. Ball one there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Ball.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Chapman tosses to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick.
This guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And he hits a ground ball right side. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
That's perfect location right on the black. Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time.
la sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos para los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo,
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap, the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. First
And
pitch
now,
coming your way
welcome
next.
your Washington Nationals.
Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Mackenzie Gore.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Alex Verdugo, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-2. Caught him looking for the K. Here comes Austin Riley. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. 1 out, bases empty. That one way inside.
2 strikes.
One down, bases empty. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
At the belt and fires. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Matt Olson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
I can see right through a powder face on a painted fool. Let me slip through. Why you trying to hold me back?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the just about set to go, and towing the slab here, Zach Eflin. What do you have on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
That's to third. On to O'Hearn. 1 out in the top of the first. So digging in, Alfonso Soriano. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Matthew Lugo now at the plate. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To third might be 2. Westberg to second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Michael Bush digs in now.
Michael Bush.
Right side, Holiday. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. Back now at Oriole Park, and starting this one, Jake Arrieta.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. Just off the outside part of the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that one is in the dirt. 3-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses. So a lead. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. Now the third baseman, Troy Gloss. Swing and a miss, and he... Okay, all set to go. Leading off, Bobby Grich. The other way. And out number one on the grab.